will not stop until every bit of covered up evidence from Turning Point USA is released.
Yeah, Candace.
I won't do it.
Oh my God, Candace, are you okay?
Of course, why wouldn't I be? Erika and I had a wonderful chat.
Wait, what'd you guys talk about?
About how great of a human being she is.
Candace, I don't understand.
They were just a joke. Let's leave it at that, okay?
Candace, what happened in that meeting?
It was a 4.5-hour chat, but I'm still alive.
Still alive? Wait, Candace, did they threaten your life?
No. Erika Kirk is my favorite person in the world.
What? Candace, how is she your favorite person? You guys have been fighting for months.
No,
what?
That's just how best friends communicate.
Wait, you guys are best friends now?
Yeah.
Blink twice if you need help. Oh my God, Candace, wait, how much help do you need? But Candace, what about all the truth you were uncovering with Charlie? You were so close.
Well, there's nothing to uncover.
But that's not true, you know?
There's nothing to uncover, Bob, so why don't we talk about something else, okay?
Okay, that's fine. Goodness.
Great.
All right, so we're going to talk about how Candace Owens, her audience is starting to eat her alive. And even though I'm on Candace's side, I 1000% understand why, because I was upset just like everybody else was upset. And Candace, we're on your side, but you're going to get these jokes. And I have a special guest, bringing them up.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Trigger Smart. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Mr. Let Go?
Let's get it. So
that was crazy.
We have
that was crazy last night.
Exactly. So I want to start off by saying this, and everybody already welcome Trigger Smart. I don't know if y'all watch this channel, but I think a lot of y'all watch his channel because some of y'all have said, because the other night I said, who do you want me to do a collab with? And some of them said Trigger Smart. So I think a lot of the people already know you. So say what's up to Trigger Smart. So Candace went live last night and said a whole lot of nothing. But my whole thing is she's done this before. I don't know if you remember, but it was like, I think 2 weeks ago where she dropped this tweet that said, come Monday, I'm going to burn the house down. And then she came Monday and didn't burn the house down.
She forgot her matches.
She didn't do nothing. And I'm sitting here like, so I'm in a group chat like, yo, she just on there babbling. I cut it off. You know, because everybody in the group chat, you know, in the Scooby-Doo chat is watching, and everybody in the chat, like, she didn't say nothing. So it wasn't just me. So, hey, man. And the number one thing I want everybody to get from this, even though we're going to give her all of these jokes, give her all this energy because she deserves it, I do have to say this. Everybody say, I stand for Candace in the chat. Everybody say, I stand for Candace in the chat. This is the thing I want to say. There's a possibility, because I don't know, because I wasn't there. There's a possibility that they looked her in the face. I'm not saying that they said this. I have no information. Okay. This is my opinion. But there's a possibility that they looked Candace dead in the face and said, we did this to Charlie Kirk. We did it, or our operatives did it, or we worked with somebody that did it, and he's dead, and there's nothing you can do about it. So what we're here to tell you in this private room that isn't recorded by anybody, we did it, and if you don't stop, we're going to do it to you. But if you stop, like I told you to stop, we'll take you off the kill list, and you can continue with your life. You can continue with your content, and don't say this, don't say this, don't say this, but you can say all the other stuff. You can rile your people up like, oh my God, the conspiracy theories. Just don't say this, this, and this, and then we're good. You know how to babble on your show because we watched you babble on your show before. I remember that when you said, I'm going to burn the house down, come that money, Monday, nothing was burnt down. So you are famous for going on your show for 45 minutes and saying absolutely nothing. So I need you to do that from now on. And if you don't, you're going to end up like Charlie. If you do, everybody's happy. And there's more. We'll talk to Miss Macron and Mr. Macron, and we'll make the lawsuit go away. So you can stay alive and you can keep your money. Or you can end up like Charlie Kirk. What is it going to be?
So if you believe that,
yeah, go ahead.
So I'm interested to hear from the chat. So if you think that could be a possibility, if you think she was threatened or compromised somehow, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that she's still good and she's still mommy sleuth, put a 2 in the chat on 3. 1, 2, 3.
What y'all got? So I dropped a poll, and the poll is asking y'all, what questions would you ask Erika if you were in that secret meeting? All right. So here's my thing right here. Trigger Smart. Imagine you married, you got a lady. What's your situation?
Yeah.
You married? Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want you to think about this. Say your lady needed to go to Target. No, go to the grocery store, right? And say y'all only had one car. And you said, okay. So you drop her off at the grocery store. And you're sitting there and you calling her like, hey, what you doing? I'm still in here. I got a lot of stuff to get. You're like, okay. All right. So you just pull up YouTube and you're on the phone, just looking at YouTube, right? And next thing you know, your batteries start going dead and you look over at the time. You're like, yo, what the hell is she doing? It's been like 4.5 hours. She must be buying the whole store. So you call her like, hey, what are you doing? It's been 4 hours. She says, I'm coming out right now, honey. And she comes out, right? She was in the grocery store for 4.5 hours.
Did she come out with nothing?
And she comes out with a bag of Doritos and an apple.
Yep.
Wouldn't you be like, yo, what the hell were you in there for 4.5 hours and you ain't get nothing?
Wasting time.
That's exactly how we feel with Candace Owens. She bragged about, I was in there for 4.5 hours. And you brought us absolutely nothing. And it's disingenuous and it makes us angry. But I need everybody to understand, Candace Owens is not going to die now. See, that's what I'm looking at, because I believe in protecting women and children. And Candace Owens 1000% was on an unaliving list. We had multiple reports from multiple high-end people that she was on an unaliving list. Most likely, she's no longer on that list anymore, and we're not going to lose another content creator. So for that reason, I'm not mad at this. She's going to get these jokes, but I'm not mad. What do you think?
I thought it was interesting that she came out with this IHOP stuff at the beginning of her show, dancing around, making fun, and basically gaslighting people, saying, hey, I sold out, right? Like, I sold out. No, I didn't sell out. Well, might be trying to tell us something, you know? Maybe she's secretly trying to tell us that she did sell out.
Yeah. So hold on. Let me play this real quick. This was hilarious to me.
Okay.
She's doing something else. I can't believe it. This is all
Hold up.
down. Okay.
So this is what she said.
She's betrayed us. She's doing something else. I can't believe it. This has all just been a show. Calm down. Okay. What do you think happened? Erika said, stop. And then I was frozen for 4 hours and 30 minutes. Just like, she's betrayed.
Actually, I literally think this was Candace Owens for 4.5 hours. I'm dead ass serious. I think she was literally just like this, because they said, I think every time Candace said something, they said, shut up.
They said, stop.
We're sick of you. in your shit. So you're going to sit here, you're going to shut up. So we have a list of answers that we're going to give you, and you're going to shut up. So the planes, none of your damn business. Why Charlie Kirk was unalived, none of your damn business. Why did Brian Harpool do that interview? None of your damn business. Why was Frank Turek crawling around on the ground like a bitch? Because he's a bitch. I think that's literally what they did.
Now, a lot of people are saying she kept looking to the right. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, I got it. I got it right here. I got it right here.
Now I went to the previous stream. I went to the previous stream and she was doing it in that. Mm-hmm.
I'm the one who literally said it though. They got it from me. I said on my live stream before her show started.
Hours later, I'm alive. And I'm sorry.
So when they started saying that in her chat, they got it from me because I study NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. So I am trained to look at eye movements when I'm talking to somebody. So this is what I did.
4.5 hours later,
boom.
I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm
boom. You see it?
Totally fine. And I am sorry. I was going to do a show for you.
Boom. She did it again
This evening, but I am truly exhausted. Very
boom. She did it again.
Productive conversation. I asked.
So she does this 13 times. And everybody in my chat was like, yo, what the hell is she looking at? And what I did was, I'll just play the whole thing.
Every single question, I mean, from Egyptian planes to Turning Point USA Faith. And I was very surprised by some of the answers that I got. And I think they were also.
You see, she did it again.
So very surprised when I shared certain intel.
So on her show, she was mysteriously doing this same thing last night.
This probably should have happened a very long time ago, but I wanted to let you guys know that I am alive and I will have.
And you see how she looks down when she says, I am alive?
Have the full rundown for you guys tomorrow.
And that's the reason why everybody's mad. She says shit like that. I have the full rundown for you guys tomorrow. And it wasn't full. It was empty. She had an empty rundown for what happened. And this is the reason why she gets in trouble, because she loves to say stuff and doesn't deliver. Right here, the full rundown. It wasn't not a full rundown.
It happened a very long time ago, but I wanted to let you guys know that I am alive and I will have the full.
No, it wasn't full. So this is why people are mad at you, Candace. Don't you be sitting in your studio crying, getting mad, being a victim. Why are they getting mad at me? Because of what you just said. You don't have a full nothing.
Rundown for you guys tomorrow of what transpired. And yeah, I think it was definitely a very big step in the right direction. So.
And then she looked down when she said the right direction. So she said it's a very good, everything went great.
No, I think that video is flipped though, because in her podcast she looks right and that she looked left. So I think it's mirrored under her selfie.
No. It's left or right. So this is what the eye movements mean. Okay. So when you look down, that means you're regretful for something. That's normal. Everybody knows that, right? But when you look up, that means you're utilizing your feelings, because it's certain parts of your brain that you actually access, and you can actually feel where your actual thoughts are coming from. And that's what causes you to look in certain places, because you can actually feel the area of your brain that your thoughts are getting derived from. So when you look up, you're pulling your feelings. Like, it's just like, I feel like this. I just feel like, you know how women say, I just feel like this. Or, if I was to ask you how you feel, you'd be like, you know what? I feel pretty good. So you'll look up, right? When you look left or right, it doesn't mean you're lying. It means it can mean you're lying, but it doesn't always mean you're lying. What it actually means is you're pulling out some type of pre-thought script. So, you say, all right, I'm just going to say this and I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, right? That is a thought script that you're going to go into the office and say. So if you have a pre-thought that you're like, okay, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, and then you turn on the camera, you're pulling that from that hemisphere of your brain from the left and the right. So when you start looking left or when you start looking right, it means you're either lying or you pre-thought this so much where you have to stay on script.
And you have to compare that to previous patterns too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just look for something different. Look for indicators.
Exactly. Because just like with us, neither one of us are going like this over and over again because we're just having a conversation. But if you were to ask me, so what was 3 questions that were asked from the show last night? You might see me go like this, or because now I'm pulling something from my memory that I'm trying to recall. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So yeah. So what she was doing last night is literally what it's kind of like showing she was either lying or she had a pre-thought script in her head that she said she was going to do. So shout out to Rachel. We got Rachel up here.
What's up? How you doing, baby? How you doing?
Good. I love the glasses.
Oh, they're actually bifocals, so I can see you.
Oh, okay. So I wanted you up here, Rachel, too, because you was pissed off in the chat.
I've gotten a lot of hate from that, man. It's that I've got about 30,000 people that hate me now. I didn't even know.
Yeah, you were pissed. So let's go here. I have 20 questions that I would have asked if I was in that meeting with Erika. So do one of you want to start? Do y'all have questions or you want me to start?
I have one, and then we can go from there. First one's Andrew Colvett. Okay. Why is he the PR guy? And everything came out basically saying he was doing his own thing. He was saying what he wanted to say. He was talking to the medical examiner and releasing information that should be HIPAA private. I mean, he's doing his own thing. So it sounds like TPUSA he doesn't even have him on a leash, right? So Erika's the CEO. Why is she allowing this? That's my question. Okay.
So let's talk about that. In my opinion, everybody is the PR person because everybody is stupid. I don't I think, you know how people are good at one thing but not good at another thing? I don't think anybody at Turning Point USA is good at PR. I think they all are like stupid when it comes to things like PR, because like on a normal basis, one person like Frank Turek literally said, Charlie Kirk said that they're trying to unalive me. And here comes Erika coming out like a dummy saying, he did not say that, or nobody said anything about that. There was no text messages. All that was a lie. From a PR standpoint, wouldn't you go to Frank Turek and say, hey, let's corroborate our lies so we can sound like we're not stupid and incoherent?
They need to synchronize the lies.
Synchronize the lies.
Synchronize the lies.
Right. So they keep lying, but they don't check in with the other person about the lie. Man, if we went to the strip club or whatever, and your lady don't like going to the strip club, and your lady was like, where were you last night? Wouldn't you check with me to get me to help you lie and say we went to the library first?
We were reading.
Because that's literally what's going on.
Dude, everything about it upset me so much, because the main thing is that we all know America Fest is happening, right? We all know that. And because this last minute meeting happened, it was, I think, a last ditch attempt to save the reputation, put it behind closed doors, because if it was live, then, there a lot of lies would have been exposed. And, Candace could look at the comments, and she was so, I don't want to say desperate, not to lose all of us, because I was looking at the chat, and if you even read the chat right now, I'm sorry, not the chat. If you look at the comments, everyone's like, I'm done, I'm done. So she went on, I don't know if you knew this, but she went on live on Instagram last night to answer even more, because she was and so my friend and I are chatting,
still didn't say anything.
But he's so
and
funny,
she still didn't say anything.
She still didn't say anything. But he asked a question, and one of his questions was, scratch your nose if Charlie's alive. And she goes like this.
Oh, wait. What? Wait, hold on. I got it. Hold on. I got it right here. I don't know how much of it that I gotta see that.
He literally said, I mean, she didn't put him on, but the comment was, scratch your nose if Charlie's in protective custody. And she was going like this. And I was dying. I was like, it could be a coincidence. Could be a coincidence, but we were both just dying because
nothing is
and
coincidence.
Just like keep focusing on politics.
Yeah. Remember, Erika Kirk.
And like it's like no, because
what is going on?
If this is covered up and we don't get a clear answer.
Hold on, y'all. Something's wrong. But the Queen, Erika Kirk, said nothing is a coincidence. All right, so here we go.
This weird peer pressure that we all need to vote and just like keep focusing on politics and support conservative organizations. And like, it's like, no, because to me, if this is covered up and we don't get a clear answer, and when I say a clear and convincing answer, I don't mean $1 billion campaign spent on influencers telling you that the answer is clear. I mean, like we all look at each other and go, yeah, like 100%, we saw him pull the trigger and that's it, it's over. And even in that regard, even if I actually saw
so I'm going to fast forward a little bit because she's just talking about Tyler Robinson.
Yeah, just look for the physical gesture of her scratching her nose.
Who
I want to play devil's advocate here really quick.
Hospital.
Go ahead.
Because her comments, a lot of those are bots. I get thousands of bots in my comments.
Yes.
So how many were legitimate?
I disagree. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but Candace never says anything about bots when everybody's like saying that they love her. Why out of nowhere like, oh my God, all of these bots are in here. Oh, really? Oh, it's bots in here now that they're disagreeing with you. So that's the reason why I want to have some pushback with the bot stuff.
Yeah, well, because a lot of us, including me, I said I've supported her. I've lost my whole TikTok account because I was standing up for her. And I said, I did not. I am not a bot. And there was a bunch of us that were like, we are not bots. Candace knows. The comment section was not favorable of that podcast yesterday at all.
Thank you for saying that, Rachel, because the thing about it is, Matt, even though I understand what you're saying, that there's some bots in here, it was 317,000 people watching her, and it was 100,000 of those 300,000 talking shit because they was mad. They were not bots. They were actual humans. The super chats were humans. I would say 90% of the people in the chat and the super chats were saying negative stuff. And now out of nowhere, we're bots. We weren't bots last week.
Yeah, someone in your comments said 300,000 viewers got called bots yesterday. That's funny.
Yeah. And that's disrespectful. Hold on.
Yeah.
Up with BM said, hey, Mr. Let Go and Matt, do you like the camera guy you interviewed do you think the camera guy you interviewed was sincere?
So here's my thoughts on it. I saw his previous interview. We pre-interviewed him. Kelly Raybon did a bunch of footwork talking to him. And then obviously we had the stream. I said like 99% chance he seems sincere. 1% chance, a couple of things, like following the exact FBI narrative. Some people are that way, but he's also very religious and Christian. So that's not unusual to me. So I would say 99% he's good. He's good.
Okay.
She did address last night in her live on Instagram. She did address when someone, and I just wanted to hear about the orphanage, okay? That Romanian orphanage.
Yeah.
And also the most important question to me was, you and I, we all know that Charlie, not only was he afraid for his life, but that they made it look like he thought the left wing was going to kill him. No. That is not the directive. And so when they changed it to that, I got really upset because the true question is, he did not accept money from the IHOP, right? And because of that, he was afraid of his life. It is not about left and right. And they're trying to make it look like that. And that narrative is, so the main question she should have been asking is, he did not take that donor money. Where is that donor money now? And
it's in TPUSA.
Yes.
They have the donor money now because he's dead.
Yes. And so that's the main question. And then also, hey, Erika, what did your dad do for a living? And why were the Egyptian planes following you? Because what they're talking about, she's going to talk about the planes today. No. Erika should have been like, okay, right now, let's say, hey, nice to meet you, Matt, by the way.
Nice to meet you too.
If you were to say, hey, Rachel, there's these Egyptian planes, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, wait, what? Wait, what? I'd be freaking out if a cop followed me, let alone an Egyptian plane. There was just like, that is supposed to be a narrative that we all just accept and that Erika already knew. Why did she know that? That's really weird. What is that about? But instead she's like, I wasn't on the plane because I was pregnant. But why is there a plane at all?
Exactly. She said I wasn't on the plane, which means she recognizes that there is a plane.
She didn't deny the planes.
Exactly.
She didn't deny it. Because I would have been like, well, I don't know anything about a plane. She said I wasn't on the plane because I was pregnant.
She knows about it. And guys, we know her dad works for Raytheon. And for me, when I did my research as, someone that normally does the research about this, it's normal for somebody to be followed if their father is important and works for defense contractors like Raytheon and has anything to do with IHOP. And if this is an ongoing thing, then maybe they're just protecting her because she's the daughter. I don't know. That's the only thing I can come up with.
It's a conflict of interest. Everything really is a conflict of interest. The fact that, the reason why they said or lied and said that, what is his name? Rob McCoy does not work for Turning Point USA.
Oh yeah, that was a big lie too, because
the reason why they said that is because it will be a legal conflict of interest because Mikey works there also, and they both you can't have two people that are higher ups kin to each other.
Well, here's the question though.
Conflict of interest. Go ahead.
Did you mean no TPUSA at all? Because he did work for TPUSA Faith, right? It's a separate company.
They said not at all, which was a lie.
Well, she said not TPUSA. She didn't say not TPUSA Faith. So I'm curious about that still.
You're right. Maybe that was a very subtle. If I watched it again, I'd have to see if she was left that out because that's a different LLC. And so that would be just a lie, but a subtle lie to kind of redirect. But you know what, Candace, stop talking about Tim Pool. We don't care about him anymore. She focused so much of her podcast yesterday on Tim Pool and that he said they had the same security team. And we're all in the comments. If she could read the comments for a second, or her producer should have been like, maybe let's lighten up on the Tim Pool because no one cares about it. Do you guys care about Tim Pool? I want to hear about what happened with Erika.
Actually, yes. Hold on.
You do.
Because that Tim Pool, well, I don't know if y'all seen when I dropped it in the chat. Let me see if I can find it. Tim Pool actually apologized. And I had a problem with Tim Pool calling her a C next Tuesday. So I would like to play that because to me, that part was extremely important because when a man apologizes, that's accountability, right? So hold on, let me play it real quick.
I do apologize for calling her a degenerate cunt. That is
I just say it again.
Whether or not I am mad with Candace Owens and she has said disparaging things of me, it was unbecoming, and I accept that, and I do apologize.
I think that's huge because as men, we can't be running around just saying all kinds of crazy shit about women without having some type of accountability. Because we want women to be accountable. We want women to stop lying or women to do this or women to do that. We as men have to do it first.
Right. And he also said that he recognized that he lost his temper and that if Charlie Kirk were alive, Charlie would probably have called him and said, dude, you got to just keep your emotional outburst to, you know what I mean? Because that just looks poorly. So he apologized about that too. But she was upset that he's saying that they have the same security team, or she had the same security team as Charlie Kirk. And it gets into the minutia of, okay, it's another thing to look at, but would it be something to focus when you just got out of a meeting that the entire world is waiting to hear about with Erika in behind closed doors? And another thing is meetings behind closed doors, that's where deals are made. When you have a live stream and you're transparent, and she said, someone called her out on the yesterday on Instagram, and she said, I didn't have a choice. That's all they offered me. That's all they offered me. I said, well,
wait, who didn't have a choice?
So Candace was confronted on her live stream last night when she was reading the questions. Like, you know, she's trying to get her fan base back, I guess. And one of the questions was, why did you do it behind closed doors? It was a bad decision that everyone agreed upon. And she said, they didn't give me a choice. That's all they offered me. And I said, well, they offered you to fly to TP Turning Point and you said no. You could have said no to this. Yes. Or you could have said, why don't we have the conversation after America Fest? Because they were trying to save face, because that live stream would have destroyed a lot of their donors.
Marketing point for America Fest.
Yeah, America Fest. And they knew that they had to do something. So they pulled Erika out, finally said, now we hear that it was actually Megan that was behind all of this. You guys hear that?
Megyn Kelly.
I got that right.
Yes.
You got that right here.
Yeah. And that she was the one behind, she was behind closed doors, putting this whole thing together, trying to make the two ladies be friends again.
I've been wondering why I haven't said anything, given my previous statements about Erika. And the reason is that I have been working behind the scenes to try to foster a détente between them. Erika called me weeks ago and asked me if I would be part of this sit down with them, which originally they had contemplated might be for consumption by the public, might air in some way, shape, or form, and asked if I would facilitate that.
So as I'm watching this, I'm looking at her eye movement, and it's concise with what she's doing. She seems to be sad. She seems to be like frustrated, and she's looking down, right? And that makes sense with her, you know, what she's saying. And this is how eye movements can easily be understood. She's not looking left and right. She's not looking up. She's looking down, because you can hear her monotone voice. She doesn't even really want to do this video. So it's congruent with how she's feeling. And that's how understanding eye movement works. Look at her eyes. She's concise with what she's saying.
Meeting between the two of them. And I said yes immediately. Of course I would. I reached out to Candace. She said, absolutely. I'm thrilled it's you. I'm in. And the two of them took it from there, trying to negotiate the specific.
So right there, she's looking left because she's recalling the conversation she had with her and Erika, which is okay because she's recalling an old conversation. That's why she's looking left and right. I mean, looking left there. I'm just trying to get the audience to understand how to understand a person's eye movements. When you're trying to recall something, that's when you start looking left or right.
Specifics of what they'd both be comfortable with, where, when, etc. And eventually it changed after they hit some roadblocks. Again, that's for someone else to tell you about if they so choose. I understand my core audience knows who I am and would never have assumed the worst about me, that I was just abandoning Erika or getting ready to pounce on Candace and, you know, insert myself into this on one side. I'm not getting ready to do that. And I don't want that. I don't think that's God's role for me here. I really fully believe God's role for me here is to possibly play a role in getting this whole thing to a better place. I think I might be in a position to help construct that. Maybe not. But sitting here in my studio in Connecticut, just slinging mud at one side or the other, or tearing people down, or, you know, expressing my disgust, my outrage, that is pointless here. My goal and my job here, I think, is to try to understand, yes, where Candace is coming from on this. I know you're not supposed to say it. You're supposed to just immediately condemn her. But I love the Turning Point guys, and I don't believe for 1 second any of them had anything to do with Charlie's murder. Not for 1 second.
All right, whatever. Because now I'm mad. But she has a right to have that belief.
She does.
She has a right to have that belief. That's how
she's making it seem like she's the peacemaker and she's not going to throw mud. That's what she does for a living. I watch Megan. She throws mud at everything.
She's a liar.
She does it all the time.
She's a liar.
And for her to say 100% that she believes it's Taylor Robinson, that right there, it loses credibility for me.
So in the chat, a lot of people are saying they unsubscribed from Candace in the chat. So everyone listening, if you unsubscribed from Candace last night, put a 1 in the chat. If you're still subscribed to her, put a 2. On 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm interested.
I want to see that too.
Yeah, I would love to see that. So put a 1 in the chat if y'all unsubscribe from Candace, and put a 2 in the chat if you have not.
2, 2, 1. Hell no. 2, 2.
It's kind of even.
Yeah, half and half.
Yeah, it's about half and half. Yeah. That's how I felt yesterday. It was half and half in the chat too.
So just for the record, I don't want people to unsubscribe from Candace.
No.
I like Candace. I support Candace. Because like I said earlier, I want everybody to understand at least my way of looking at this. Candace is not going to die now. And that's kind of like what I'm saying. Because like I said earlier, they went in there and said, we did it. And this is just my opinion. We did it. We unalived, well, not us, but our operatives unalived Charlie Kirk for this reason, for this reason, for this reason. And you can't do nothing about it. And if you keep talking shit, we're going to do the same thing to you. So which one is it going to be? And we'll throw in a bonus. We'll take away the lawsuit that the Macrons are like, you know, causing y'all to lose all this money with. So no more lawsuit and you can live. So which one is it going to be? And I think she said, okay, I'm just going to get on there and just babble about dumb shit. I'm going to start talking about Egyptian planes. I'm going to start talking about Guatemalan planes. I'm just going to start saying all kinds of goofy shit. And my audience is going to be like, oh my God, and that was Guatemalan planes. Oh my God. And then everything's going to be okay.
Okay, but can I ask you this? Because I'm going to hop off in about 5 minutes because I'm going to fly to go on that cruise that you were laughing at me.
Which I told you not to go to.
You told me not to go on because Candace said something's going to happen in the first 2 weeks of December.
And it happened.
What you talking about, the Australia thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but that to me does not compare at all with an event of that one day on 9/11. That does not compare at all.
But you still gonna go. And this is what I'm saying about women, y'all. This is what I'm saying. Women don't listen to nothing. I specifically told Rachel, do not get on that boat, mainly because of what Candace said, because there could be some type of 9/11 type of situation. I said, so to protect yourself, Rachel, please don't go. Her ass is going. Women don't listen right here.
I'm leaving you everything. You didn't. I got a living will, and now I'm going to leave Matt some stuff.
I need you. I don't want everything else. I want
the hat.
You want the hat? All right. Well,
I call them diarrhea cruises because every time someone goes on those cruises, they come back with the norovirus and they lock it up on the port, and everyone's having diarrhea and getting sick.
Those are Carnival cruises. This is Virgin Voyager. This is going to be. I mean, it's false advertising, first of all. But the Virgin Voyager is. We'll see. I'm not going to stop living my life. That's the thing. Is that this?
Stop living your life for a month. Start back living your life in January. That's all I ask. But this is what I'm saying, y'all. Women don't listen. Perfect example. They don't listen. But I hope you're safe. But with Candace, Candace is now safe because she's babbling. So me hearing Candace babble like a child tells me that she's compromised but safe.
Do you think there's any part of either of you or anyone in the chat that maybe all of a sudden she meets with Erika, she opens the door, and Charlie walks out?
Gregory, we can't say that.
Gregory. And Gregory walks out. Yeah, and Gregory walks out. Is there anyone that thinks it's Gregory?
That is another theory that I had. But did you hear why Gregory act like fake is there?
No.
Okay, I'll show you the video. But you said you got to go now, right?
No. I'm getting my nails done right now.
So okay.
There are a couple of
all right, you got anything, Trigger Smart? I'm about to play this video to describe why I think that Gregory faked his death.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. So here's the reason why, because I talked about this, I think, the other day.
Just Diddy. They sued his corporation.
They sure did.
Corporations and sued as.
All right. So let me back this up. And I'm going to mute you for a second because some background noise, Rachel. Okay. All right. So y'all listen to this. This, and mind you, the people that are or were about to sue Charlie Kirk are ex-employees. So keep that in mind. The majority of the people that were about to sue Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA were not only ex-employees, but they were tadpoles. So keep that in mind. So listen to what happened to Diddy. This is the reason why Gregory is still alive. This is the reason why. Listen.
Her attorneys were really brilliant. They didn't sue just Diddy. They sued his corporations.
They sure did.
And they sued his corporations and sued as her, in her capacity as an employee. When you do that, it triggers commercial liability insurance. Yeah. And it triggers another policy called directors and officers. Okay. And we know he's a director of these companies as the CEO. So now you got two policies. What happened?
So right there, they had to change CEOs, because if you are the CEO of your company and your workers or a worker is about to sue you, you are in big trouble because you are the CEO.
What happens then is it takes away Puppy's ability to settle. It's not his choice no more.
So it's
in most situations, if somebody sues you, you can settle, but you can't settle if you are the CEO of a company because of this loophole.
no longer personal accountability. It's his organization.
It's his organization. And it's no different than like if you hit somebody with your car. Let's say you have State Farm. State Farm gets to decide to settle, not you. You could say, I didn't run the stop sign. That's not true. They're lying. If State Farm says, we don't care, we did our investigation, we're settling. That's it. That's what happened here. So because they added those claims, the corporate insurance carrier got to say, read over and say, oh, hell no, we giving her the money.
We're hearing you. Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And if he wants to be able to leave anything to his children, he needs to walk away from all of these corporations.
Damn, he can no longer be the head of his corporations.
Well, remember, didn't I say directors and officers liability?
Yeah.
More than likely, what will happen is those
So the directors and officers liability loophole is the reason why Gregory had to fake his death. That's my theory. He had to be unalived in order to keep Turning Point USA alive.
Well, remember, didn't I say directors and officers liability?
Yeah.
More than likely, what will happen is those insurance companies, they have the ability to say, we won't renew your policy if he continues to be a director or officer.
This is a gentleman's name that just got the new one.
Rod something.
So that gentleman right now, with everything that he's presenting in his lawsuit, on top of with Cassie's lawsuit, it looks like it actually created Homeland investigation. Now listen. Listen. It's one thing if the local cops are coming for you. It's another thing if the state cops are coming for you. It's a whole nother thing if the FBI is coming for you.
I went through the Diddy lawsuits, so you don't have to. Everybody.
So that is the reason why he couldn't just step down. He had to die. Hold on.
You're muted, Rachel.
Hold on. Go ahead, Rachel.
To me, there's so many. I mean, that's a good theory. I mean, that's a theory. I just think that from what I knew of Charlie Kirk, it wasn't about the money. And then, that private meeting that they had with him, that intervention and all that, like everything is pointing towards IHOP in this situation. Now, could he have had, they finally said to him, you've got two choices. We either unalive you or you're going to be living in protective custody.
Or fake it.
Because we have to have this control over the younger generation. That feels like the more the reason feels a little bit more. But the fact to Erika is, why aren't her parents ever mentioned? Now, Candace went on about her mom yesterday for about half an hour, but the only thing she said was, I know Erika loves her mom. Well, that was never the question. No one questioned whether Erika loves her mom. We want to know who her mom is. I mean, her mom's sick in the hospital, and that's okay. You don't have to tell us why. But who did she
Her mom was not sick in no hospital.
Okay. Well, according to the,
the one day that Charlie Kirk got unalived, she was sick in the hospital. But the next day, she wasn't sick in the hospital. The day after that, she wasn't sick in the hospital. The day after that, she wasn't sick in the hospital.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I just want to know.
She was all over the place. The day Charlie Kirk died, she was everywhere.
And we never asked what her dad was, how her great grandfather is actually connected to the money note, like the actual dollar. Like if you really go down that rabbit hole.
The actual dollar.
Yeah, that was another thing. Like the history, the Masonic history of Erika's Francie. If you go down that rabbit hole, you find out. And I don't know that it's about that. Was she a honeypot? Was it, all this? It's just Erika goes on, Candace goes on for about half an hour yesterday of how much Erika loves her mom. No one questioned that. What we wanted, the most important questions was, come on, dude, Shabbat Shalom. And Candace looked so giddy when she gave us the update when she was in that black turtleneck, which, by the way, she wore the same black turtleneck when she interviewed Russell Brand, the same black turtleneck when she was telling us she doesn't wear the same thing twice. So girls notice these things. She's wearing the same black turtleneck when she was with Tucker, same black turtleneck. So I'm thinking, did that all happen in one day? The interview with Tucker, Russell Brand, they're all going to TPA. Russell is considered a friend. Tucker is considered a friend. She knows that if she outs anything more about TPUSA, that's their income too, or that's their platform. You know what I mean? So I feel like she did this not just because it was the only thing they offered her. I think she did it as a way to save Turning Point, because whether she got threatened, I don't know. But that was the move that made me lose faith in Candace, because if she really wants to find out who unalived Gregory, you have to say different words.
Well, you can say unalive Charlie Kirk. You just can't say alive.
Oh, God.
You can say unalive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I got it.
You just
Matt,
can't
what do you
say
think? What do you think of all that? Matt, what are you thinking over there?
Have you seen the video I did with Elgeist on my channel?
No, tell me.
There's a physicist that came on my channel. His name is Elgeist Nydream, and he has a very,
I've seen it.
Yeah. So that, or
that?
He got unalived. One of those two, either one is plausible, based on what we've seen. That's why so many people think that he is still, possibly around.
Listen, I'm this close to the hologram theory. I'm this close to that hologram theory. And I am this close to buying into that 100%. Because the more I look at that box, the more I look at the different things that happened on that day. And then I just saw, and Candace Owens, did you see the hologram video where Candace sees what a hologram is for the first time? That was when she was pregnant.
I've seen that video.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
she went to the hologram place.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a sign. They do stuff on purpose just to mess with you. She went there and played it on purpose. And another question, y'all, because this is going to be, so I want to go through the list of questions that I have for Candace. Yeah. So the first question is, why did you I have a question for Candace and not just Erika. Candace, why did you scrub your Instagram page? Why do you only have 23 posts?
Wow, I did not know that. Are you serious?
No, Candace but to add on to that, to add to that, so did TPUSA. TPUSA has scrubbed theirs too.
What?
They've been scrubbing Charlie videos. Andrew Kovic pulled his and made it private. Like people are being taken off websites and stuff. Like they're doing the same thing.
What? You gotta be kidding.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Kovic doesn't have an Instagram no more, or an X, I think. Or he started his X over. He didn't scrub it. He deleted it and started a new X. But so did Candace. So the thing about it is, I expect these. What's that noise?
Oh, listen, I wanted to quick say, because the chat right now, everyone got confused when I said pregnant. What I was saying was, in the video where Candace looks and sees what a hologram is, that is when she was pregnant with her 4th child. We're not talking about Erika being pregnant. So just not to misconstrue, because the chat's like, I thought that was a rumor.
So Candace was just walking around in this place, and the place was about holograms.
And they were showing her what a hologram is. So then she became a hologram and she was freaking out. And that was when she was pregnant. So I just wanted to get that clear, because the chat was like, I thought Erika wasn't pregnant. Okay, so anyway, go on. I'm sorry. And you can mute me. I know that's
all right. So I'll mute you for a second. So it's okay for these evil people to scrub their Instagrams, because we already know they're guilty. We already know they're pieces of trash. But when Candace does the same thing that the evil people are doing, now we got to start looking at Candace like, what are you doing? Why are you doing the same things that these evil people are doing? Why did you scrub your Instagram? We know why they doing it. Why are you doing it?
What was the timing of it? Was it before or after the meeting?
It was, I don't really know, but I think it was before the meeting. I think it was well before the meeting, because people were saying it, but I didn't see it until I went on her page and was like, why does she only have 23 posts? So that's the first question to Candace. But here's a question for Erika. So this is my list of questions, and I do not see that poll. Matt, do you see it?
So if you go back to your studio in the bottom right and you go to create a new one, it should let you end the previous one and create a new one.
I want to see the results from the one I created.
You have to end the first one and then it gives the results.
Oh, okay. So let me end it. Hold on real quick. Before I end the poll, do y'all see the poll, the Q&A thing in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all see the Q&A thing in the chat. Yes or no? Because I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all see the Q&A thing that I've dropped in the chat, y'all. I'm talking to the chat. One, and then somebody else says no. Okay, so I don't know. They said no. All right, forget it. I don't know what the hell I did it. So if they didn't see it, they didn't do it. So forget it. All right. So drop a question that you would like for so I'm talking to everybody in the chat right now. If you had an opportunity to go to Erika's secret meeting, what question would you ask? Drop it in the super chat and I'll include it in this question. It could be a $2 super chat, $5 super chat, $100 super chat, whatever. But drop it in the super chat. What question would you ask Erika if you had an opportunity to go to the secret meeting? All right, go. Ask the question, but you got to put it in the super chat, because I'm not going to see the questions if you just drop it. All right, so go drop it in the super chat. It could be $2, $5, whatever. Drop it in the super chat right now. So my first question is, what is happening with Candace? She got greedy and went, oh, that's not even it. Sorry. What is up with the orphanage when you were 17, Erika? That's the first question. And I got other questions about the orphanage, but I would just ask her that straight up question. What is going on with the orphanage? Next one is, did your mom teach you how to run the orphanage? In other words, were you in Romania with your mother? Was your mother pulling the strings with this whole Romania thing? That's the second question. Gets even deeper. If both of your parents work for IHOP, how did they feel when your husband, which is, of course, Charlie Kirk, started speaking against your parents' bosses, which is IHOP? How did your parents feel like that? Because this is questions to Erika. So Christine says, who is with your kids? Oh, that's a good question, because she's never with her damn kids. You got something, Rachel?
No, I mean, that's just a great question. Like the whole kid thing.
Yeah, that's a good question right there. Who the hell is with your kids? Because you ain't.
Who's your nanny?
So drop more questions in the super chat. That's a good one. So the next question is, why did Charlie put his multi-million-dollar house up for sale 2 months before he died? Were y'all going through some type of, divorce? Was there any are the divorce rumors real? That's kind of like a caveat to that question. And were y'all about to split up? And a third question is,
that was in February. That's accurate. That was in February.
Yeah.
That he sold the mansion, and then we don't know where he lived.
And a third question connected to that is, when did he find out about your Romanian Angels scandal? Before y'all got married, or did he recently find out about this Romanian Angels scandal? That's another thing. Next question is, why was that casket that y'all said Charlie Kirk was in so damn short when your husband is 6'5"? Why y'all lying about the casket? Because I can show visual proof that the casket that you were laying in and crying on was not the same casket that they put in the plane.
Why? Number one, why was it rushed? And I might not have gotten this information yesterday about the autopsy. Can you clarify that for me? Whatever came out about that? Because I know she addressed it.
What came out of the autopsy? That's another good question.
No, I mean, I thought she addressed that on the live stream yesterday. I thought she talked about the autopsy. Did she not? Did she even address it?
I don't remember hearing that.
Okay.
I don't remember hearing that either. So, and y'all can jump in with any questions if y'all have, and drop a question in the super chat if y'all have a question. So here's another question. What is everything that you found after Charlie Kirk was dead? That's a good one. Remember, they said a high executive called her and said, "What do you know, Erika?" And she said, "I know everything." What is the everything? That's a good question.
Then she talked to Candace, and Candace says that she said that she doesn't know anything else more than what the public knows.
Right. So here's another one. I was watching a podcast. The planes allegedly are coming or
carrying uranium, probably.
Carrying uranium? Oh, I didn't hear anything. Y'all heard about that? I heard it. I heard it was guns. So uranium, that's the thing. I don't want to talk about uranium because now we're in crazy waters. We're in do y'all remember Back to the Future Part 1? We're in those type of waters. I don't want to go in those type of waters. Remember, they had a rocket launcher. I don't want to deal with that. Wasn't that uranium that the professor stole?
Plutonium.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to be like Michael J. Fox. Like, they're coming. Let's go. Nope. So I don't want to have uranium or plutonium talks. Nope. I don't want nobody trying to attack me with a rocket launcher. Nope. So go to somebody else's channel if you want to talk about uranium or plutonium.
All right. Now, Matt, I want to know, what was your overall feeling? Do you think Candace is compromised or not?
I think her behavior was definitely different. She was very spastic and hyper when she was talking about all the TPUSA stuff. Then as soon as she goes to Tim Pool, she's like, and it comes down, right? So it's like she was trying to rush through this monologue that she pre-prepared, and then she calmed down after that.
Yes. Because so my answer is, of course she's compromised, but I'm happy she's compromised because she's not going to die. I'm not mad that she's compromised. So I'm just going to say it right now on my platform. I no longer trust fully. I believe in Candace Owens, but I don't trust Candace Owens, and it's a difference because I don't want Candace Owens.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Right.
I
don't want Candace Owens to be unalived. So for the sake of her still being here, still being a mom to her kids, I want Candace Owens to be neutralized and no longer trustable. I don't care if she starts losing subscribers. I just want the woman to stay alive because they definitely was going to unalive her.
Yeah, and I'm going to leave you guys with this, and that is, What do you think, and I want to hear from both of you, is a trajectory going forward? Meaning, how long can she keep talking about the planes, the situation? She's lost a lot of people. We're exhausted, right? We're all exhausted from this. But I just want to know how long you think that her show can continue this narrative when we all know that, I mean, they're not even going to be covering half of this till May of next year. How long can she drag this out? That's just my last question. And then I got to go back. I want to hear what you guys say.
Probably 6 months.
I think she's going to let this go by the first of the year because she's compromised. She's going to want to end it. See, she wasn't letting it go because it was in her bones. It was in her heart to not let it go. Now it's no longer in her heart to keep talking about this. So I think another month and it's over.
And why, if the gag order covered 3,000 people, that judge, who looks like a weatherman, by the way, that judge, but why, when he put a gag order, anyone that was there are not allowed to talk about it, but the people who were there from Turning Point, they've been talking about it.
Did a whole interview.
Yeah, right. But you're not supposed to. Where's the gag order? Where's the gag order?
Yeah, I agree.
But not much of a gag order.
So I would say this is actually the most important question. Hold on, mute you for a second. I got to put myself on the big screen for this question because it's a very important question. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready for this mind-blowing question, because this is the biggest question that everybody always wanted to know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready for this question. And remember, if y'all have questions, put in the super chat and I'll read it. Y'all ready for this question? Why have y'all not bought my Deeper Discussions card game yet? And it's almost Christmas time. That's the question that everybody wants to know. Why have y'all not bought my Deeper Discussions card game when it's the perfect stocking stuffer for you to buy for multiple people in your household, at your job? Why have y'all not bought your Deeper Discussions card game? It's good for family members. It's good for your grown kids. If you got grown kids, a lot of y'all have grown kids. Play this card game with your kids so you can understand your damn kids. Your kids don't even talk to you, and y'all don't even get along with each other. But if you play this card game with your kids, guess what? They may show up for Christmas for the first time. So that's the question I want to ask. Why have y'all not bought y'all Deeper Discussions card game? The link to buy this card game is under this video, is right under this video, or is in the chat, and it's actually pinned at the top of the chat. So how about you do something for yourself, for your kids, for your family? Do something for Candace. Buy my Deeper Discussions card game for Candace. That has nothing to do with nothing, but I'm just going to say it because it sounds cool. Buy my Deeper Discussions card game for Candace. All right? Shit. All right. I just need to get that off my chest. I just don't understand.
I actually do support that card game. Both of those games. You have some. Here's the thing. Do it for Gregory. Can we say that? Because he was always about. We can say it.
Do it for Charlie Kirk.
He was about conversation, and those are good cards for conversation. I will say that.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go.
Do it for Charlie Kirk.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
all right, Rachel.
If the boat goes down, I had a fun time with you guys. And if this angel sinks, we'll see you. I'll be back on the 27th of
just walk around with a life preserver on.
All right.
And take some Pepto-Bismol.
I will definitely do that. I'll check in.
If I knew you was going, I would have bought you like a cute pink life preserver, and then you could just walk around on it and look cute.
I'll check in from the boat. At some point, I'll check in from the boat. Bye, guys.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Be safe. Damn, women don't never listen. I told her not to go, and she's still going. All right. So hold on, let me get her. All right. So you got any more questions? Let me keep going with my question.
I have a very important question. Can I share? Let me see if I can share the screen real quick.
Okay.
It's on the stage.
Okay, I got you.
So here's a question I've been thinking about, because you know that Erika said she didn't date anyone before Charlie for a while. And they were married for 4 years. So this was, there we go. So it says Erika Kirk was dating Cabot Phillips. And if you haven't heard the story, basically They were dating. They have all kinds of Instagram stuff together, you know, saying we're lovebirds. People are like, oh, you guys are the greatest couple. And they painted together, all this stuff, right? And the same dude was hanging out with Charlie, playing basketball with him and stuff, and apparently works for TPUSA. And now the same dude is supposed to be touring, doing what Charlie did before he died. So her ex-boyfriend is now going to be stepping into the position that Charlie was in.
What?
And she was dating this dude before she dated Charlie.
Wait. Because I kept seeing this picture and I was like, yo, what is this? Because sometimes I don't feel like paying attention because people be sending me stuff. So this is Erika Kirk's ex-boyfriend and lover. And he was also hanging out with Charlie Kirk.
Yep. And he works for TPUSA. And now he's going to be touring, doing what Charlie was doing.
Oh, hell no.
And you don't want to look into his connections. I won't talk about none of that stuff, but just look it up.
So what's his name?
Cabot Phillips.
Cabot Phillips. Everybody in the Scooby-Doo chat, y'all know what to do. We going down a rabbit hole on Cabot Phillips. Oh, crap. I kept seeing that, but I was just like, what is this? Why you keep sending me this? So to the people that was sending me this, I seen it. I just didn't pay attention to it. So it's my fault. Damn. Timeline from Mikey's call to when you got to Utah. That's a question. Did Tyler put you on to Charlie Kirk? Did Charlie Kirk know about y'all? Exactly. That was one of my questions. AI always Al always gain YouTube followers, not lost. I don't know what that means. AI gain YouTube. Okay, I don't know what that means. So here's my question about Tyler Boyer, because that was one of my questions that I had on here. Did Charlie Kirk know that y'all was fucking? That's my question. Because now that you brought this up, there's two men that Erika Kirk or Erika Fonzve was intimately attached to, because she was with Tyler Boyer over in Romania when she was 17 and he was 22. You know they was fucking over there. You over there in this,
yeah.
You over there in this bullshit ass. Well, I ain't gonna say bullshit. You over there in this, I don't know, war-torn country or whatever, with all this poverty in Romania, and you're around a whole bunch of orphans, and it's you and Tyler Boyer, and y'all ain't did nothing. Like, stop, right? So, yes, why were you and Tyler Boyer in Romania together? And did you let your husband know that? No, overall, did you let Tyler Boyer hit? That's the question. And did you and Tyler Boyer run $1 million scheme to game Charlie? Was this whole thing a multi-million-dollar scheme, you and Tyler Boyer, to get Charlie? Because did you watch the movie The Casino, Matt?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Sam Rothstein got with this chick and they were together and they got married and she was giving all of the money to her ex-boyfriend?
In real life. Mm-hmm.
In this situation, it's even worse. He turns around and hires Tyler Boyer to be his COO. So he's paying himself. And I have proof that Tyler Boyer literally paid himself like $8 million, you know, on the taxes.
Well, then you have two. Tyler Boyer was moved from TPUSA to TPUSA Action as the CFO. At the same time, Charlie was doing this Doge audit. Mm-hmm. So he knew something was going on. And
but had passwords. He actually moved the money. He moved $8 million from there to Turning Point Action.
My question is Tyler Boyer jealous of Charlie and her being together, or is this other dude, Cabot Phillips, jealous of them being together? And did they organize something maybe, right?
No, she didn't want to be with Charlie in the first place. Oh, man.
So you think they were together behind the scenes?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Charlie Kirk is a mark. She's a honeypot. Like, jealous. The only person that needs to be jealous is Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was laying in the bed with his own wife being jealous of his relationship with her relationship with Tyler Boyer. And I'm saying that as my opinion.
Well, he slept separate the night before.
That's what I'm saying. Tyler Boyer is her man. They've been fucking, and that's just my opinion. They was in Romania together, and that is a fact. Whether they was having sex, that's my opinion. But them being in Romania together, that's a fact.
All right, so in the chat, I want to know what you think. Do you think Tyler Boyer and Erika Kirk are together? Do you think that Charlie Kirk was just used? Put a 1 if you think Tyler Boyer and Erika are something, and put a 2 if you don't think so. On 3, 1, 2, 3. They're in a lot of pictures together.
And a lot of pictures together. Hold on, I can show you another picture.
For many years, too.
Yes. So many pictures. Here's one right here. Don't get me started about her and Tyler Boyer. There's so many pictures. I got them all. I ain't gonna say I know everything about her and Tyler Boyer, but I know a lot. And some things I keep to myself because I don't want to get sued. So I just want to say this, Erika Kirk, I know about you and Tyler Boyer. I know what you did last summer. I'm just not going to say it because I don't want to get sued. So, yes. No, Tyler Boyer is the COO of Turning Point USA. Tyler Robinson is the person that they have in jail lying, saying that he killed Charlie Kirk. No, Tyler Boyer.
And Boyer is actually TPUSA Action now, not TPUSA.
Yeah. So let me show y'all that. Oh, let me show y'all that real quick, just in case anybody did not see that video. Is right here, I believe.
Katie, you are absolutely justified in demanding answers. The other thing I mentioned in my last video was the missing $8.6 million that was transferred.
$8 million, y'all.
From
All right, so let me back it up. So this is Tyler Boyer, and this is how Tyler Boyer was operating his own friend's operation, because he was a COO, which means he's a chief operations officer. So he was the one operating everything.
If you think they look shady, you are absolutely justified in demanding answers. The other thing I mentioned in my last video was the missing $8.6 million that was transferred.
$8.6 million, y'all.
From Turning Point USA to America's Turning Point. Now we have the finances so we can see how that money was spent. Just to recap, there are 4 shell companies. Turning Point USA is the main one. Then we have Turning Point Action, America's Turning Point, and Turning Point Endowment. Just as a reminder, Tyler Boyer is the only paid executive listed for America's Turning Point.
Watch this.
Is not even listed. So it seems strange to me.
Charlie Kirk is not even listed. And look what happens. Tyler Boyer himself transfers or pays himself $8.6 million.
In FY24, $8.6 million mysteriously got transferred out of the main company into the shell company managed by Tyler Boyer. It's not just about where the money was going to, it's also where the money was coming from. When I was going through all the new financial information, I saw this chart, and immediately I had a good idea of what was going on. This shows revenue going into Turning Point Action, and you can see a gigantic leap in revenues for FY24.
Whoa. There you go. You got him right there.
What? We got him.
You got him right there. Going into what? Turning Point Action?
Turning Point Action. Remember, that's where he went to. He sent him to Turning Point Action. Next thing you know, he was like, okay, I got the key card. I got the passwords. Okay, I'll just have the party over here then. I'll just take all the money from Turning Point USA and transfer it over to Turning Point Action. This guy is crazy.
This is wild.
Went from 10.7 million to 27.2 million. That is over 150% increase in 1 year.
You still got all the passwords.
Year, an extraordinary achievement for a nonprofit. What is even more curious is when you put this chart side by side with.
Remember the last video we did, and we said this company made $85 million, but they spent 80 million. Remember?
Yes.
And we was like, what
Like,
the
how?
hell? They spent $80 million to make $85 million.
How can you? And then there was one part it said 8 million on videographer. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Billion? How's that even possible? You're an event planner. How's that even possible?
So yeah, just to catch you guys up on who Tyler Boyer was or is and what he's actually doing. So Matt, you're saying this guy who is actually Erika Kirk's ex-boyfriend, why have we not seen him? Like, is he going to be on in this Amfest thing, you think?
Someone said he's Daily Wire. So he's like 32 years old and he's Daily Wire. So I'm looking to see. I'm actually going to look right now and see if he's on the Amfest roster. Let me look.
Okay. And I'll go down the more questions. Okay. Did you and Tyler Boyer run $1 million game on Charlie? I already asked that. Here's another question, y'all. And we're asking questions that we would ask if we were invited to that secret meeting with Erika Kirk. And if you want to ask a question that you want me to read, make sure to put it in the super chat. So this question is, was there a pending lawsuit involving all of this tadpole recruiting that Turning Point USA has been doing for the last 7-8 years? Was there an upcoming lawsuit that was pending? Next question is, if Rod McCoy isn't connected to Turning Point USA, why or who added him to Charlie Kirk's Wikipedia page? Because on Charlie Kirk's Wikipedia page, it literally says that the two founders of Turning Point USA is Charlie Kirk and Rod McCoy. So how the hell is he not affiliated with Turning Point when he's on the damn Wikipedia page? All right, so let's see.
I think that's that separation again between TPUSA and TPUSA Faith. They don't consider them the same company. TPUSA is like the political arm of it that like brings the youth up, and TPUSA is all the churches and the 8,000 pastors and all that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Candace has more viewers, not less. What you think she? Okay, that's tomato. And IMD Candace Owens. Damn. IMBD Candace Owens.
They might be saying
that's acting stuff.
Yeah, it's saying she's an actress.
What does that mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I looked up this dude, Cabot Phillips. He is not on the roster. So he's not on the roster, but he's an editor at Daily Wire.
He's an editor.
And he has pictures of him and Charlie playing basketball. And previously dated Erika. Yeah.
Previously dated Erika, and he's running around playing basketball with Erika's husband. Now, do you see what I'm saying? Charlie Kirk was a mark through this whole time. He was destined to get unalived. They built him up in order to get rid of him. I think he would have got unalived no matter what he would have done, in my opinion. So I'm telling you, IMDb. I got IMDb. I understand what IMDb is. It's about acting, but what does that have to do with anything? Okay, she acted and she's on IMDb. Okay, so is there something I need to get from that? I don't know. So yeah, I understand. I know what IMDb is. And another thing, I still don't understand why I haven't had at least 20 people buy their Deep Discussions card game yet. I got only got 5 people to buy my card game, and we need to get to 20 people. Usually I get about 20 people to buy a card game throughout a live. Like, what y'all doing? Christmas is around the corner. If y'all want me to send you your card games, I sent yesterday's card games out yesterday. I need you to buy the card game because I don't want y'all sitting around whining. Hold on a second. I don't want y'all sitting around whining saying that you didn't get your card game early enough. You need to get the card game now so you will have it so you can wrap it and give it to whoever you want to give it to. Don't wait until the last minute. So I just dropped the link in the chat because somebody said, how much is it? Click the blue link that is in the chat. Click the blue link that is in the chat and you'll see how much it is yourself. Go ahead.
Is that all ages? Is that like for the whole family or is it like for couples?
Yes, it's for couples. It's for all ages. I played this card game with my kids. Is a great card game for everybody. You can play it with your wife. You can play it with your girlfriend. You can play it with a dating prospect. You can play it with your grown kids. You can play it with a coworker. See, this card game, what it actually does is it helps you understand the other person's family pathology. Were they raised with their father? What was their relationship with their father? What was their relationship with their mother? Are they an only child or were they a sibling? Because a person's birth order would give you an understanding of who they are, and you'll understand why they act the way they are. Like, for example, if like I'm an only child, so the reason why me and you are so different, most likely you were not an only child. Am I agree? Do you agree?
Yeah, lots of siblings.
You had lots of siblings, right? So this is a perfect example. I am louder and more extra than you are because I'm an only child. I was able to just run around and do whatever, but you couldn't do that because it was too many of y'all, and your parents probably told y'all to shut up and be quiet. Am I right?
Yeah.
My mom didn't tell me to shut up and be quiet because it was just me. So a person's, and y'all see that. I don't know Matt. This is my first time doing content with Matt. We met, we just emailed each other. So I have no idea about Matt. I was able to easily understand that Matt was not an only child by how he operates versus how I operate. And that is something you can learn from this card game, whether like a person's birth order. I didn't know how many siblings, but I know he had he had multiple siblings due to his just normal disposition. And you can learn that by playing this card game. Because my brain is in this card game. So the things that I know about people from a human behavior standpoint, you will know by playing this card game. So if you want my brain, buy this card game and you will become Mr. Let Go. Just your name will be Sally and not Miss Let Go or whatever your name is. But get the card game, y'all, because Christmas is almost up here. Like, y'all tripping. All right. So you had something else?
No, we can jump back into those.
Okay. Well, I'm done with my questions and nobody else has any questions. So that is it. I think we did that. So if nobody else has any other questions or any other concerns, I am good.
Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. If you guys want to check me out, go over to Trigger Smart. Go over there and subscribe and show me some love. And thanks for having me on, Aaron. I appreciate it.
Yeah, 1000%. So are you on Instagram also, or?
I have an Instagram and a TikTok, but they're not that active. I'm mostly X and YouTube.
Not active.
Yeah.
Okay, so X and YouTube. Okay, so your YouTube channel is Trigger Smart, right? Is it the same on X?
Trigger Smart HQ, like headquarters.
Okay, Trigger Smart HQ on X. So go follow him on X and follow him on YouTube. He has some great content. And but yeah, I love watching your videos because you are so cerebral. And you remind me of Baron. You and Baron are like extremely cerebral. I'm not that cerebral. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go into the depths of the research like y'all do. So I love watching y'all's content.
I appreciate that.
All right. But yeah, man. And to the people from his channel, make sure to subscribe to my channel
100%.
also. But do y'all have any questions for Trigger Smart before he goes?
I saw one asking me if he's alive because I had Elgeist on. So
say it again.
So a lot of people are asking if I think he's still alive, if he's still around. So, like I said, the two theories right now. So that's what I do on my channel. Is I've explored all these different theories. The
And
two theories that stand.
just call him Gregory.
Gregory.
Because I don't
Okay.
know. Because when I did a video about this and they took it down and they literally said, I got a warning. And they said, you cannot, I'm trying to remember what it said. It said, you cannot take away a person's victimhood. So we all watch the person get unalived. You can't then come on YouTube and say it didn't happen. That's what YouTube told me. That's why I came up with Gregory. So I don't know about you, but go ahead.
I think that makes sense. They don't want people getting false hope and stuff if he's not, right? You're playing with people's emotions at that point. But based on the physicist and the stuff I've seen, the two most captivating theories right now is that he's still around and or he was hit by a rifle round. One of those two. And
Wait,
that's after every theory. That's after every theory I've seen.
You think he was actually hit by a rifle round?
Yeah, and that's based on ballistics. So
I thought the guy said he shot the truck and not him.
Yeah, that's El Guy's theory. And then there's other people who have other theories that they don't agree with that, but still have a rifle. So yeah. But no one knows. No one knows, right?
Yeah.
I hope
so in the chat, do y'all think Gregory is alive? Yes or no? But go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was gonna just ask the chat. So put a 1 if you think Gregory's still alive, and put a 2 if you think he's no longer with us.
Right. Because, like I said, I have two different theories. So,
yeah, someone's asking about the mic theory.
The electrocuting mic theory. Yeah.
Yeah, I went over that too. It's plausible. Like I dug super deep into the research and the physics and the science and everything. I had an electrical engineer contact me that works in the Navy, who works on the destroyers and stuff. It's possible, right? But I have to see proof. They said he looked like he was burnt up. I didn't see that, right? Like I was looking at the hand. It looks like blood to me. It doesn't look like he's burnt. But I can be proven wrong. I'm open.
Either. Yeah. So what do you think about my theory? Did you know about what my initial theory was?
No, go for it.
It's an air actuated pellet discharger. And I keep this here because I always talk about it. So this, I think last time I remember, these cartridges, it's, this is an air cartridge. They have like up to 1,500 foot-pounds of air that can be discharged out of it, right? And all it took was for somebody to have an air discharger. See, the reason why I say air discharger is because they're usually for pellet guns, right? But you don't need the trigger part of it. You just need this, and then there's a remote control that one of the Rick Cutler may have had, right? And you can put this type of air charger in here. This is a remote control, y'all. So I'm just using this as an example. And it's something that's this small, and it sits right here, perpendicular to the neck. Perpendicular, is that right? Well, adjacent to the neck. And it shot up and hit his throat right here. And it shot a pellet into his throat. That was my original, never debunked theory.
Yeah, that's interesting.
If you've looked at the pictures of Charlie Kirk, his shirt blew up and the back of his shirt blew up also. So regardless of what happened, air has something to do with it. Because
I'm looking it up right now. I mean, I could see the theory. I could see the position. I could see it kicking up the shirt, hitting him in the neck and all that stuff. My concerns about that would be the size of the wound. That would have to be like a 50 caliber pellet. I mean, it would have to be a pretty chunky pellet to do something like that.
Well, actually, no. The pellet would separate the skin because it's a pellet, right? It's a round pellet. See, usually a bullet is pointing, right? But since it's a round pellet, it would literally just leave a hole in the skin. And due to the fact that it's on his neck, the skin would literally just separate bigger simply because it got separated by a circle and not something that's the size of a bullet.
Yeah, so not a clean entry is what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting.
Yeah, theory. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Since it's not a clean entry, it separated the hole bigger because it was a circular pellet that went into his skin versus something that's pointy.
So what are your thoughts on the electrocution one?
I consider it, and there's enough evidence because when he was holding it and he was just like this. So there's enough evidence, but people keep trying to show me the burn marks. I don't see no burn marks.
You hear what
Look at the
Candace
burn
said?
marks. I don't see any burn marks.
Well, Candace addressed it last night. She shouted out Barron and she said she wanted to work with them on the airplane stuff. And then someone asked her about the electrocution theory. She said, I don't see the burns in the pictures herself. And she said somebody else basically verified that he wasn't burnt when he was shown, when his body was shown. So she's saying that it's not a thing.
Hold on. I got that too. Oh, I think I got that. She said it right here. Hold on, I got it. Do this. And I forgot I was going to play her live. I'll play her live on another live stream. I'll go live again. I think it's this one right here. She said it right here.
And a lot of people don't believe her, right?
What real evil is. So we're going to keep pushing. Zachary Loft writes, longtime listener, first time donor. Why wasn't the combo live? Why is Brandon Tatum the only creator that you faced? That was two questions. Okay, the first thing, why wasn't the combo live? It was first intended to be live. They did say.
Oh, so that's not it. Hold on. This must be the other one then. This one.
That's a weird camera angle. They do look charred in the photos that he showed, but I can.
So she said charred. So that's what she's saying right here. They look charred.
That's a weird camera angle. They do look charred in the photos that he showed, but I can tell you that his hands were not charred when he was buried. And so what you thought that like people were like, oh, this was like makeup and stuff. It was a very compelling theory. It just.
So she said what
I
said.
don't know. So I don't understand what that means. His hands was not charred when he was buried. Two things. One, what do you think the person that gets a person's body ready? You put makeup on the person's body. So of course your body is not going to be charred. You know, that's their job to put makeup on a person and the person that embalms a person.
Yeah, make them look presentable.
Make the person look presentable. So why would anybody look charred before they get buried? That doesn't even make no sense. I don't even know why she said that. Nobody looks charred before they're buried. Nobody looks shot. Nobody looks mangled. Nobody looks mauled. Their job is to make the person look like nothing happened to them, laying in the damn coffin. So I don't understand why she said that. Unless you can add to that.
I'm interested to see who the source was. Who's the person that told her that it didn't look that way?
See, I got a lot of questions for Candace and not Erika. So I wish I was on that live.
In the casket.
Yeah, it was. I proved that also. I got that. I got all the pictures or the videos. Where is it? It's right here. I got everything. That's a mannequin. That's what I'm saying. They think we're stupid. And I proved that it's a mannequin because the size of Erika's hands is like this. So if that's the size of Erika's hands, how do they have the same size hands right here? So I proved this also. See? And this is a picture right here. She has little baby hands compared to his hands. But then if you look at the mannequin's hands, their hands are the same. That's a mannequin.
And why'd she have a mic? That's the big thing. Why was she mic'd up and had a video there and stuff? Why couldn't she have that moment?
Because she's one. I personally think Erika Kirk is an idiot. She's so stupid where she doesn't even know that she's making herself look dumb by everything she does and says. So for her dumb ass to actually sit there and she's literally mic'd up because you can hear the mic moving on her shirt. You mic yourself up before you start crying over a mannequin. Like, you're an idiot. Not you, but Erika Kirk is a literal idiot in my opinion. She's like stupid as hell. So yeah, that's just me. Oh,
I think you had a super. You had a couple of supers come in.
All right, so Candace was frazzled and scattered last night. I no longer trust her. Candace was frazzled and scattered last. Oh, you said it 2 times. Yeah, I totally agree. But like I said, I'm okay with her being frazzled because they were trying to kill her. See, I need y'all to understand something. I've never had a foreign company, or I've never had a non-black person, I'll say that, threaten my life. I've had black people threaten my life, but it wasn't that serious because it's just a dude, you know how I do, like, yo, I do this, man, I beat you up, I do the, something like that. Everybody's gotten threatened by a dude, like, hey man, I beat you up if I see you. That's different than a freaking country threatening your life. You get what I'm saying?
A highly trained country.
Yeah. That does this on a normal basis and gets away with it. So I've had a random dude like, yo, man, Miss Liquor, I'll beat you up or I'll do this. That's one thing. But I have never had a country, a company, a damn military, person or whatever turn around and say, we're going to unalive you. And I've never been on a list. So I've never had my life threatened like that, where I actually believe that they're going to do this, right? So because of that, I have to put myself in her shoes. And I can't turn around and just sit here and make fun of this woman being neutralized, because I will be neutralized too. You threaten my life. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I didn't talk about this shit no more. I'm done. Do you think Mikey's phone, hold on, long was light? Wait.
Legit.
Oh, legit. Okay. Do you think Mikey's phone log was legit? They said long. I was confused on the long part. What if he had 2 phones? Pastor Dad said he called right away, covered in blood, but it was on his call. That's a possibility because I have 2 phones. So that does make sense. I have multiple phones. But yeah, I think the whole call log thing was a lie. I think everything, I'm just going to be honest with you. I think everything that Candace said was a lie yesterday. I don't trust Candace anymore, but I believe in Candace. I just don't believe what she says about this anymore. But the day she starts talking about something else, I'm back on the Candace train. Because I believe in Candace, I believe she wants good for people, But when you've been threatened and somebody said, hey, we'll lift the green light that is on your head if you shut the hell up, I would shut the hell up. I would get up here and just give y'all a whole bunch of word salad like she did. So, because I don't want nothing to happen to Candace. I got love for Candace, So in exchange for her still being alive, no problem.
Someone said they never heard of 3-way on the cell phone. You definitely can. You can add more people to your call.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's not easy to do, but you definitely can do that. Yeah. But yeah. All right. So I got more, but I'll save it for another live stream. So most likely I'll go live this evening. You think Candace is going live today? She said something about the planes today, right?
Yeah, I think so. She said she was coming back with some new hot stuff, right?
Some new bullshit. So yeah. So new word salad. Yep. So yes, I'm going live this evening to discuss the new word salad that Candace Owens is going to throw at us this evening. So yeah, but thank you, Matt, for being here. This was dope. This was fun.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you hit that like on the way out. See you on the next one.
All right. Talk to you later. All right. So I'm still reading some more super chats. Thank y'all for still dropping the super chats. Matt, question. Oh man, this was for Matt. What does the way he swiveled in the chair indicate? Physics, caliber of device, direction, etc. could be very telling. Damn, right when he left. That's a good question. Sorry, he just left. Sorry about that. That was a good question. Yeah. Everybody drop heart emojis for Matt. I don't want to do heart emojis for a dude, but whatever y'all want to put. Say bye, Matt, or whatever. Matt was amazing. All right, so let's do this. I'm about to play the like button song, and we can get up out of here because I'm going to save the rest of the stuff that I have for this evening. I'm going to play this first, and then I'll play the like button song.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. What? Everybody hit the like button.
And I need y'all to actually hit the like button. It's not just a song. I need y'all to actually hit the like button. It's a song about hitting the like button. Y'all got to actually hit the like button.
Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you wet. Drop your city. Wet. Drop your city in the chat. Wet. Drop your city. Wet. Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat.
And remember, the song that is on Patreon is still there. So if you want to listen to the new song that I created that is dissing Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA, that song is still on Patreon. So the link to that Patreon song is now in the chat. And I'll pin it at the top of the chat right now. So buy your Deeper Discussions card game. This link is in here also. So I'll leave the Deeper Discussions card game at the top of the chat. But click this link right here. So everybody watching, before you leave, click the link in the chat. Click the blue link in the chat right now. Everybody, click the blue link that is in the chat. Everybody click the blue link that is in the chat. Everybody click the blue link that is in the chat before you leave. Everybody click the blue link that is in the chat before you leave. And I'll play another like button song. And if you like these like button songs, you'll really like the song I made about Candace. So everybody click the blue link that is in the chat. And I'm about to play one of the other like button songs. I like this one too. Y'all be sleeping on my like button song.
Put your finger in
Yes, my card game is for family also. Yes, my card game is for family. Yes, it is.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Yeah, black or white, red or blue. We all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Yo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Hit the like button, and tell me where.
Come on, man. Why are you messing up? Hold on, I got back.
Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button, and tell me where you from. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Yo, black or white, red or blue. Yo, we all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Oh.
Get your card games. Get your card games. Get your card games. There's 81 cards in this card game. It is good for dating, whether you got a husband, whether you just met somebody. There's card games. There's card questions for family members. Remember, this whole card game is about family pathology. It's not necessarily about dating. It's about asking the person that is in front of you questions about their upbringing to give you a better understanding of how they could possibly treat you in the future or why they act the way they act when they are already around you. Get your card game. I'm pushing it now because it's almost Christmas time. So hit the link in the chat. Hit the link in the chat to either go to my Patreon to listen to my music video that I did about Candace, or buy your Deeper Discussions card game. Let's go. And I'll be live later on this evening, so I will talk to y'all then.